That was so hilarious.
That was funny.
Basil. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Hey,
I just
Friday.
I've never seen him do that before. I don't
Never
know.
seen. I mean, I guess it's like,
Happy Friday,
yeah,
Basil.
yeah. Happy Friday.
Thanks,
Happy Friday.
Basil. Great
Happy
start.
Friday. Thank you. I love it. Is
All right,
that
we know how to
indicative of
adapt to
our
get
night?
rock stars.
Yes.
Show off. I love it.
I got to get one of those.
I think I want one. Do they come in pink and green?
That's a good color. We should try a pink and green rock star shirt.
Green and pink. Like green shirt, pink
Yeah, hot
letters. You know I
letters.
How
love a
about
green
black
shirt.
with red lettering?
Ooh, no. We don't wear those colors.
He said black with red lettering.
I'm talking about hip rock star colors, Belinda. My
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. You know.
It's always ready.
He say ready.
She always ready. What's
Hey,
up, Avis?
Avis.
Avis, where are you?
I came on the show thinking you were going to be here today.
Avis, you not on, you just commenting, huh?
That's not good.
Yeah,
Avis.
we got a couple of those. They like to comment. They don't want to be on, but they like to comment.
Always got something to say. Those deltas.
Oh.
What they going to do?
I love it, Belinda. Come through. She said,
Belinda's
what
on.
they gonna do?
Dude, come for me.
Do what
Taking
they
pictures in a
do.
few minutes. Okay.
Taking pictures. All right. See you in a few.
Right. They ain't graduation because we already know y'all had graduation last week, Avis.
That is funny.
How do we know?
I saw them.
The
I saw
pictures.
graduation pictures.
We saw the pictures.
Nice.
Facebook
Yeah.
tell all your business.
Yes.
That it does do.
It does.
Mhm.
We put it out there. They're going to tell it.
Yeah.
Then people come up talking to you about what you're doing, and that's the confusing part. When you're like, I didn't talk to you about this. I didn't
Aw,
talk to you about this. How do you know?
about this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so weird.
I have a friend that's coming to town soon. He had to make a few stops, and he said to me, I don't want to put it out on Facebook that I'm traveling like this. And I was like, oh, yeah. Other people are posting where he is. Like,
Oh yeah, I had to ask some of my family members. Don't do that
so,
when I'm traveling. Don't.
yeah. Just
Don't
wait till I get home.
Yeah, and then we could talk about it
Yeah.
on a public platform. And usually
Yes.
when I get back, I forget to talk about it because I'm on to the next thing. So it never
Right.
gets to be talked about. But yeah.
Listen, Belinda, I you know how many times I've had an encounter and be like, oh yeah, I feel like I know you. I'm be like, how do I know you? Have I met you somewhere? Like, no. Your wife posted
Right.
Your wife.
Your wife.
your wife.
Your wife.
Yeah, your wife had you on Facebook. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, okay, yeah, all in my business.
Yes. Yes.
But does that ever become a norm? Like, do you get to a point where you know if someone comes to talk to me, now I know that they probably have some connection to someone or they've seen me somewhere on some
Mhm.
TV or social media platform. Are you all comfortable like that yet?
We're getting there, I think, because I'm an introvert, so I'm pretty sure I don't know you, but you may have seen me on social media, so I'll take that. I'll accept that. Yeah, I think that's actually all the time now.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
What about you, Billy D? No?
No, it's no big deal. I think
No,
I'm
I'm
used.
asking, you're used to it?
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah,
I'm used to it.
yeah.
I'm not.
I think I've even seen it happen to Roy before.
Yeah.
Someone walks up to him and he's not sure who the person is, but the person knows him.
Yeah, it happens. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
But I'll just, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Da da da. Chances are my wife knows him. Look, the first couple years we was here, it was my mother-in-law. I'm like, I tell her I can't go nowhere. You all in my business. Supermodel, like, oh, that's Pat's son-in-law.
Right.
But that was what made me think that. I mean, that was what made me grow up like that. It was because it was always my mama.
Yeah, you're welcome to it.
Listen, Belinda, let me tell you something. One year I took my daughter, I got to tell this real quick. I took my daughter to CVS, right?
Mhm.
And I go in there and she's not feeling well. And I'm asking for, they're like, what name is in there? I was like, oh, Modkins, Modkins. Can't find it. Is there another name? I said, maybe Garrett. Garrett. I said,
Hey, Helen.
what about Pat Garrett? When I say them people found the product and
Right.
opened the product and damnly gave it to my daughter in 5 minutes, I said,
VIP and CVS.
let me tell you, in CV and ESSA.
I love it. I
Now,
love it.
now, welcome to the show, Miss AG. You
Hola.
like you vacationing, like you got a little
Okay.
tan
You're
going
looking
on.
good, April.
got-
Really?
Yeah, looking like you glowing.
You know who she's with? He's from the islands, Marcus. That's what.
There's
Hilarious.
some very white walls behind you. Look, brands. Thank you.
Marcus.
That's not what this is. That's not what this is.
That is funny.
That's
Now,
a-
I'm gonna tell you this. I went from being Pat's daughter to Dallas's mom
yes.
or Harper's mom.
Yeah.
Yes. I have no identity. I'm
Yeah.
either Pat's son-in-law, Jessica's husband,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
or the kid's daddy.
Daddy. I snuck out to an event at the Urban about 2 or 3 years ago. Just me and my sister, just really incognito. Just wanted to be out. And this young lady, when I say young, she was very young, came up to me with her FaceTime on her phone, put the phone right in my face,
Oh,
and had my son on the other side.
that's
I knew that was your mama. I knew that was your mama.
Mm.
Like, excuse me, lady, miss, I'm trying. No, don't
You
tell
like-
people where I am.
Can I have a good time by myself?
Oh, boy.
Not.
No, you can't.
Not.
No.
Listen, I was smelling myself one time. I was at the YMCA taking shots. This is when I didn't have the beard, so I was still looking a little youthful. I was looking a little Miami Heatish, right? So I'm in the gym, I'm just shooting. Little kids come in the locker room and they're like, "Oh, you so you play ball?" Yeah, I play a little ball. Da da da. And I'm talking to the kids, giving them pointers and blah 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 blah. Little kid stopped. He just started staring. He looked at me. You Dallas's daddy.
Blew your whole cover.
Blew it. You Dallas's daddy. And walked away. At that point, they weren't even interested.
Right. They was like, "Oh, Dallas daddy.
Dallas already told us you ain't that cool. Never mind.
That's so funny.
Dallas daddy. Ain't nobody checking for Dallas."
Dallas daddy.
Oh,
He
wow.
always in suits. He ain't playing nothing.
That is so cute.
I don't want to go too far in the show without saying congratulations.
Josh, once a year, Josh, once a year.
I thought that said drinking. That said dunking.
The Duncan.
One dunk a year.
Oh,
I just want to say congratulations to Hip Rock Star
Hip
and
Rock
Jessica
Star.
Mackins and Roy Mackins for their partnership with APX.
Add TT in there too.
yeah, I was trying to say that's her too.
Thank you,
That's amazing and great work.
Belinda.
Y'all inspire us.
It's a lot of work, and we're grateful.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
We're actually just coming off of a retreat.
That's why I have a tan. It was from the retreat.
We were on a retreat. Yeah, we had a couple of days out and team building, and it was very, very surprising. It was everything that I did not expect.
Really?
Yeah, it was the kind of thing where you're like, well, Lord, what am I doing this for? I mean, like everything that went into it, it was as if it was for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And that we usually don't take that much detail with us. Like even our social media is not up to date. We're like a month behind posting just stuff on our social media.
Mm-hmm.
But the diligence and the thoughtfulness and the detail that went into that retreat was the way that you are supposed to take care of yourself. And that's what happened. And because it was so detailed and thought out, I remember taking a step back and verbally saying out loud, Lord, why are we doing all of this? It's kind of like, I'm here in this house by myself. Nobody else is here. Why can't I just have popcorn for dinner? But I'm sitting here creating this elaborate spread, a 4-course meal on China for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out to be very uh,
Fulfilling.
purposeful.
Purposeful.
That's good.
Purposeful. I
That's
love
good.
it.
Yeah, it
I
was
love it.
so much was revealed. The team began to have like this cohesiveness that never, I'm not gonna say it wasn't there, but it just took it to a whole nother level, I
Mhm.
think.
Mhm.
And it was great. So I advise any other small business owners to plan a retreat,
Yeah.
pour back into your team,
Yeah.
and go on that journey with them, because you just never know where you may go.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You also
That's
got
how
to
you
think
take care of
about
your people.
Mm-hmm.
it's true. You also got to think about this. I'm looking at all the different products, whether it's Wrigley gum, the Weather Channel. I'm looking at a Red Bull and Mott's applesauce. It all started with an idea,
Right.
right? And it's no different than Hip Rockstar and all the other brands we have under it. It started with an idea,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, okay, what if this actually works? And then the second question I ask myself is, what could be the outcome if we don't do this?
Mm.
Am I putting our legacy on the line if we don't necessarily do this? But when you sit around a table the way we did and broke bread the way we did, I mean, it was divine. Like God's presence was felt. I remember praying about that, allowing his presence to be felt throughout the whole time. We allowed them in our space, and
Mm-hmm.
it revealed a lot. But I think, for me going in is I don't like particularly care to sit in meetings. I just don't,
Mm-mm.
past experience.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the 2 days we had meetings, and I'm talking about speakers,
Mm.
jaw dropping.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to even sit in nobody's meeting for nothing.
Man, they
No.
were. I mean, just God. We allowed God in that space, and you felt His Spirit throughout the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then how about this? One coworker, somebody sent these pictures, and I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. So we have this group chat. So
Oh
these
Lord.
pictures came in, and so this one team member tried to show this to me, talking about, look at you crying, look at you crying. Okay, that's what the picture looks like from that
From
perfect
that,
From
view.
that angle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
angle.
I said, open the picture up. You right
Right,
there with me crying.
right.
You right there with me crying. That part. That
Oh,
part.
Right.
I was so excited to tell him that, because I'm like,
You
God.
trying to talk about me? Look at you.
Right.
oh, you didn't open the picture. Open it up, sir. Open the picture
Tap
up.
on it.
Okay.
Right,
You
right.
see
Yeah,
the
it was
see the
very
whole view.
revealing.
We need to reveal the whole truth here.
Right. Okay, now.
Okay, yes, I was crying, but
I
you
love
on
it.
my right side doing the exact same thing. So
You probably started
yeah,
it.
clearly something was going
Listen,
on, and it
when
wasn't
you're
just me.
look, when your guest speaker starts crying because of the body of work that you do, and they know that God is in that room, you can't help but cry.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Your guest speaker, this is somebody you just met.
Right. Right. They feel it though. They can
Yeah.
feel it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is so appropriate, just
Mhm.
because we're coming into this celebratory um season. I'm gonna say
Season.
celebratory season, because I have a big box behind me. It's right here. Haven't even talked about what's in this box.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say just a celebratory season. Just personally, our celebratory season is so appropriate for us to be going into this week of Juneteenth,
Yeah.
just pouring
Yay.
into all of the people, the Black and brown people that look like us, and celebrating this moment in our history, the
Mm-hmm.
second year of being an official federal holiday.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think of going into this any other way. And I want to take this personal moment to say, if you haven't registered to come to the Juneteenth event in Miami Gardens with special guests Bo Weezy, Marvin Dixon, um, uh, what's his name?
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh. There we go. There we go. Yes, go ahead and register for that. We have partnered with the Historic Society, and we built out a walkthrough history that delves into the history of Black neighborhoods here in Miami. That talks about the holiday, now the holiday, Juneteenth, how it began, what happened. And then we also have another activation, a cigar lounge. You know, it's Father's Day.
Mhm.
Let him go over and get a fresh cigar rolled and just chill out in the lounge that we've been able to curate with you in mind. Sit back, relax, kick your feet up, grab a drink, play some dominoes if you want. But just come out. That starts at 5 o'clock. Gates open at 4. Go to Eventbrite, put in Miami Gardens, and you'll see it there. Brought to you by Councilwoman Katrina Wilson.
Love Katrina. We love you, Katrina.
Yes,
Great.
yes, it's gonna be nice. So that's Sunday. That's Sunday night.
That's
And
gonna
then
be nice.
and then speaking of Juneteenth, Walmart.
Lot.
Okay.
Walmart.
so glad.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, Josh. Happy
Josh.
Happy Father's
Father's
Day.
Day
Happy
to
Father's Day,
all
guys.
ladies out there. Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's make some money off of this event, off this holiday.
Walmart.
We haven't made enough money off them people.
Right.
Well, you know what? This goes back to what I talked about last year. I talked about the same thing last year when they were talking about the law, and I said, you know, the challenge that I have with it, I understand that they're recognizing a holiday, and it's also putting out to the rest of the world and the masses, and I understand that. Are the communities, the Black communities in these areas where you have products?
You're right, Josh.
Yeah.
Or any of these items, are they going to benefit from it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you know, and you know, you got a couple of companies like the Tabitha Browns and some of these folks. I'm not saying she's there for Juneteenth, but you got some Black folks that do have products in the Targets and some of these stores, right?
Yes, and congratulations to Tabitha. Her product line just hit Target last week.
Yeah.
Is it gonna stay, or is it just like a feature? You know, Target don't keep too many brands.
No, they don't.
I wonder how long this is like. After this sells out, are they gonna bring it again? Like, you know,
that's a good question.
Well, online, like when you went in to try to order something and it was sold out, did they have like join a wait list or anything like that?
No.
So it's probably one and done.
Yeah.
It might be like what was it, Hunter? Was it Hunter? The Hunter products?
Yeah, Hunter had a season but that hasn't been back either.
I thought their products was hot. I really did.
Yeah.
Sold out in record time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I see people on social media, you know, modeling her product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I saw one of the Mary sisters get a box yesterday. I think it was Erica got a box of Tabitha Brown gear. It was in a beautiful.
Shout out to Tabitha Brown.
I ordered my seasoning.
How did you do it? So
at
where
McCormick
allows you to order it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let us know how it is.
Yeah. Honey,
Lowry seasoned salt, Belinda.
Where were you going with your Juneteenth point? And don't forget Vaseline.
Oof.
Did you guys hear about Vaseline?
What about Vaseline? Petroleum jelly? What about
what happened?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Ladies first.
Vaseline had a special Juneteenth Vaseline.
Oh. But they have a line that's catered to African Americans.
It's cocoa. It's
I know they have cocoa butter.
I've used it.
Is that that's what you're talking about?
They had another one that was called.
This was Juneteenth.
I know. I'm saying it's
not
I was
like answering Belinda. I was answering.
It's not like they're just coming up with this. They've had stuff targeting African Americans before. It's like Shine or something. It's some kind of something else that they had, and I can't remember what the name of it was. But I was looking for it and I can't find it anymore.
Okay.
So that's why I know about that.
Well, they do have that whole line of lotion, right? And then they have the petroleum jelly.
It's
Yeah.
it's the lotion part.
It's a lotion.
Yeah, I used to use the Vaseline.
Mm-hmm.
Jay,
But I
you
just
have whatever the name, the picture of it. I mean, does Basil have a picture?
No, but I have it right here in my phone.
Let me see.
It,
I didn't know
it,
they
it
had it.
Let me try to get it a little smaller.
Yeah, I think what you see is you see folks trying to really capitalize off of it.
Yeah.
And I just hope that if you're gonna capitalize it, it's no different than when I see certain things and it's in Black communities. Are those communities gonna win and win off of that product?
See, that's like stuff like that. I don't like that because there's no reason for you to target. Like, do you have a 4th of July Vaseline? No.
Yeah.
You don't have a
Vaseline is the brand.
It's
like,
Vaseline's the brand.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying, do you have Vaseline that's special for 4th of July?
Right.
Like they're doing with that.
No, just this year.
Does the label have fireworks and people on it and American flags?
White and blue all on it. Does it have
it's
that?
No different than Target.
I
mean, no different than Walmart putting ice cream out.
I know. But they have 4th of July stuff. But I was thinking about that and I was like, do they have like Father's Day ice cream?
Right.
No. Like, stop.
Well, I will say this. Even if they
President's Day ice cream,
Thanksgiving.
Vaseline launches See My Skin line. Equitable skincare for all. But the problem is we were already using it. We didn't need them to change their formula.
Right.
No.
Who knows? I'm not I can't speak about Vaseline, but it was
just that's called segregation. Okay?
Hey Michelle, how are you?
You trying to segregate me from using the regular Vaseline. Now I got to use the cocoa Vaseline. That's
to tell you the truth, it's too hot to put on Vaseline.
Jesus isn't.
Oh yeah.
I live for Vaseline. I don't care anybody say. I don't care how hot it is.
Too hot. Be outside really slipping and sliding.
Honey, I love it. I love Vaseline on your chocolate skin.
Okay, April and I are still here.
What just happened?
We didn't leave the room.
Well, my arms down, girl.
Belinda,
I can't.
Okay, yes, another great. Thank you, Basil. Another great product lineup. Coca-Cola and Jack Daniels team up. Now this makes sense to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Jack and Coke and Jack.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Well, how do I know how much Jack is in my Coke? Because I
tell you.
I like Jack and then a drop of Coke.
You think so? You think it'll say on there like how much alcohol?
It says how much alcohol per volume. It'll say it on there.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Plus, Belinda, that's a zero. So we got
what happened?
I was just saying I like the Vaseline, the way it looks on his skin. It looks really good.
But then you repeated what we're asking you not to say.
She was giving a compliment, Belinda. Like, can't she give a brother a compliment? It was a compliment. No more.
I told TT as soon as she came on that I thought that she was looking well relaxed and was glowing.
Stop, Belinda.
I have not been relaxed.
As many times we got to hear about how much you like DMX.
Listen, that's different. Everybody likes DMX.
No, then there was another one. Was it 50 Cent? There was another one that you liked.
Everybody likes 50 Cent.
Let me tell you, I told you a couple weeks ago about my 50 Cent story. He talked too much.
Well,
okay.
Well, congratulations.
The way it works with me, he does not.
The Golden State Warriors.
That was awesome.
I know.
It was so rude for them to have this whole presentation in Boston.
Well, that's what happened here. That's what happened here.
I know. That's exactly why I thought about it. I was like,
oh,
you ain't never supposed to lose on your floor, on your home court at all. That's what happens.
We shouldn't have lost. We should not have lost. We should have been there. Boston should have lost. Okay.
I was like, oh, that is ridiculous. And then when the camera was panning over, looking at the fans, they were like, I was like, you have a Boston jersey, sir.
Yeah.
No,
Are
it's
you
the camera though. They
excited
forget.
about this whole thing?
Yeah.
They're excited about being on TV.
Yeah, I
TT.
know. I know. That's what I was
Um,
saying. I was like, y'all not ride or die fans. Y'all just want to happy to be here.
There's a moment in Black history that Basil wanted to play. It's not really a moment in Black history, though. That's what I'm trying to say. That's
But
not.
just play it anyway.
Okay.
Hey, my sister right here, she was spitting straight fire, y'all. Check this out.
Let me say that again for the people in the back. My ancestors, the first currency of America, were stripped of their heritage and culture, separated from their families, bargained for or auction block, sold, beaten, raped, and lynched. Yet I continuously hear after every mass shooting that this is not who we are as Americans and as a nation. Hear me clearly. This is exactly who we are. African Americans built this country from the ground up. My ancestors' blood is embedded in the soil. The 18-year-old terrorist who stormed into my community armed with an AR-15, killing 10 people and injuring 3 others, received a shotgun from his parents for his 16th birthday. For Zaire's 16th birthday, I bought him a few video games, some headphones, a pizza, and a cake. We are not the same.
Hello.
We are not.
The
We are
end.
not.
No.
We are
We
not.
No, but I
we
think
not.
it's
We are not.
she. This is who America is, and I just don't
Yes.
understand why folks are really in denial about who America is. And there's been so much done.
But is
so
it
much done.
denial, or are we saying that it's not right?
Both.
Oh,
I don't think they deny. I think they accept it, but it's not right. But I think they've accepted it.
No, it's both. No, I believe it's denial, and here's why I say it's denial. Because when you're talking about humanity, how many folks I can tell you when the thing with George Floyd happened, I can count one white guy that I went to school that even said something about it. And how many other folks turned their cheek and kept going. People are who they are, but the reality is denial. You do not want don't want to do anything about that. But let that sink in if it comes into your community.
They don't want to own it.
Don't want to own it. That's why I say denial. But
Yeah,
I think it's
I feel like it's acceptance, because that's why they feel like it's okay to buy a 16-year-old that you already know is
I think it's both.
not stable.
Yeah.
You already know by the time your child is 16 if your child is stable or not.
I'm not really sure why Basil even played that, because that just takes the show in a place that's.
Well, find something else, Basil, please.
But sometimes we have to talk about real stuff, right? Because
We
this is
stuff
that really affects us. It affects our communities. It affects the world. It affects our livelihood. It affects our comings and our goings. It affects our conversation that we have with our children. It affects the conversation our children will have with their children. Let's call it for what it is. That's the reality.
Okay.
I think it just ties to Juneteenth also, like just the idea of being denied freedoms at that point. And now we still are being denied freedom to go to the grocery store in peace.
Mm-hmm. It also affects our relationships with folks, right?
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all just go for it.
I'm just saying, like this stuff really, it sucks. It really sucks.
Basil said, y'all like it. He has another one.
We went through justice for George Floyd, justice for him. But we don't see any justice for these people that went into the Capitol. None. Do you want to know how they're treated? I'll tell you what I saw. I saw men in that DC jail that hadn't had a haircut, couldn't shave. They were filthy, dirty, and disgusting. They looked extremely unhealthy. Because you know what? They can choose between going outside for maybe an hour a day or calling their family.
Calling their family.
What are we talking about?
Who did she go with?
For insurrection, the people who stormed the Capitol.
We need to have justice for them.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
That's what she said.
Well, there's a difference between being a terrorist and somebody.
I was getting ready to say, you did something wrong. Like, wrong?
But that's denial, right? That's what we're just talking about.
Oh, Josh said this is a distraction.
Mm.
Conversation needs to remain on reparations, worldwide reparations.
Worldwide.
Yeah. Well, you
Plus,
see, Josh, what's going on in California with reparations. But you know what? California, for whatever reason, they have always led. Well, I'll say this. In the 90s, as an educator, California led in the transformation of how we should educate our students. I'm not sure if they're leading still. April, you could speak to this, but all of the things that we were emulating and modeling in the 90s were from California and things that were coming out of that state. They were just kind of getting it right.
That's right. California bred and raised.
Is there a discussion about reparations going on right now, just around the Juneteenth holiday?
California. Only time I hear it is California, and it's multiple cities in California too.
Joshua, we do need to think about that. Put that into play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, don't get me started.
Yes. Continual support for Ukraine.
They don't, but guess what? The key thing in there is their ancestors, they don't see that their ancestors did anything wrong. That's why.
What's the song by Dave Hollister? Take care home. You don't have to worry about yours.
Yeah.
United.
But nothing's wrong with home in their home. Nothing's wrong. They don't see where they did, just like you were saying, they don't take ownership over any of that stuff.
Wait a second.
Like the yellow screen.
Please let Basil go ahead and.
Oh boy.
Retreat to Basil.
Careful, Tom. Watch out, move. Long time, Tom. How you been? Whoa. What are you doing? Back the off. What are y'all doing? What do you want? People are crazy, bro. Knock it over my wife. Yeah, they're bugging. Sorry about that. These people are. Come on, man. Sorry about that, Tom. Tom, sorry about that, Tom. What are they doing? What are they doing out here?
I can't. I'm weak.
What is that?
I didn't even know who that was at first. I was like,
First of all, Tom Hanks ain't no tough guy. Let's start there.
That was Tom Hanks? I definitely didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
Until they said Tom, I had no idea.
That was Tom Hanks. But what's funny about it is, what's funny about it is,
Josh, we know that, but they don't care.
And be
let me tell you this. What's funny about that is the guy who kept saying, I know, Tom.
Go back to Mackenzie. Go back to Mackenzie.
He was the one who ran his wife over.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah, she
ran her over?
She bumped,
stopped. She like stopped to do something, and he was looking down trying to ask Tom to sign his hat, and he wasn't looking, so he kept walking and walked into her.
Gosh.
And then that's when she yelled, and he's like, what did Dave Hollister say? I need to take care of home. Back up. Oh gosh. Back up.
So weak, man. He come on, Tom. What are they doing? So,
and he the one.
And he was the one.
He was
sorry, Tom.
I'm not getting blamed for this, okay? I'm not
sorry,
going to be
Tom.
blamed.
Like, they pushed me into her.
You know what he did? If you look at it, he stepped closer to Tom like he was with Tom. Like, what are they doing?
Basil, yes. Play it again. Yes. Because when he did, I was like, well, maybe he's with Tom. Like, part of his entourage.
Yeah.
Like security.
No. Be careful, Tom. Watch out, move. Long time, Tom. How you been? Whoa. What are you doing? Back the off. What are y'all doing? What do you want? People are crazy, bro. Knock it over my wife. Yeah, they're bugging. Sorry about that. These people are. Come on, man. Sorry about that, Tom.
Tom, sorry about that, Tom.
What are they doing?
What are they doing out here?
Knock it over my wife. Yeah.
Why is that
They
funny?
bugging.
You talking about, what are they doing,
What
Tom?
are you doing?
What are you doing?
They bugging.
Dang, Tom. Damn, Tom. Like, dang, dog. Well, he act like Tom. Him and Tom was they was at a barbecue together.
I
Didn't he?
thought that he was gonna get in the car and everything. Then the same voice at the end talking about, sorry about that, Tom.
Listen,
Really?
Tom, he stole the show. Okay.
Well, that was a good one. That was
He
a good
did.
one.
He did. Yeah, you're right about that.
You right.
You're right about that, because there was too many of them.
Oh,
Well, I don't know though. He was protecting his wife, and I'm not really sure if he cared.
Hey, let me tell you.
Because you kind of turn into somebody else when that whole protection.
Let me tell you.
I mean, look at the lady in Uvalde, Texas, who went into the school, right?
Got her kids.
She went in and got her kids while the young man was still in there.
blazing.
Yeah.
That sounds like Pat
But-
Garrett.
Or April Garrett or Belinda Battle or
Right.
Hawkins, because
I
let's
mean, there's something.
real.
There's something
You know,
to be
when
said.
you get into that
going.
situation, sometimes you look back and you're like, wow, I
What was
really
I
did
doing?
that. Like when I confronted the lady on the corner,
Like Pat Garrett when she
the lady who was going
was
to my
she had
mail.
no business.
When
just-
Supermodel
You
showed up
turn
at the
into
lady's house,
somebody
TT,
sometimes.
Yeah. She told us,
they had you sitting where? Where was you?
Lord, thank you, God. That
Yes.
that it didn't happen like it did, because I would be able to retire right now. She said, "Don't mess with my kids." That's what she said.
Listen, let
They
me tell you
your
something.
family still. You just
Yeah.
you turn into someone else.
Right.
I will.
Don't
That's all I'm
even
gonna say.
start
That's
thinking
all I'm gonna
about
say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Mhm.
Blow smoke.
Yeah.
What's Basil doing?
I don't know, but I'm
Reading. Basil's reading text. That's what Basil's doing.
on myself.
Basil can't go on any more retreats. He came back different. I don't know what y'all did to him. So not the Basil that left.
Basil.
Congratulations to Miami.
Shout out to the
Shout out
MIA.
to Miami. Shout out to Miami. Stop
Listen.
texting. Brandy, you stop texting me and I'll stop texting you back. How about that?
How
But
about
you're
jump
not
on this
Basil.
road, Brandy?
You're not Basil. She talking about Basil.
She was
Yes.
telling me to stop texting.
Oh,
She yelled Basil and then she said, stop texting. She's talking.
That's
She was telling
actually
me.
great news for Miami. That's
It
awesome.
is.
news.
It absolutely is. Look, I was like 2026. You know, it can't be 2024, 2025.
Can y'all share the actual news?
FIFA.
What is it?
Oh, they're FIFA. Soccer isn't it like our it
World
would be
Cup, the World
equivalent
Cup.
to our Super Bowl.
Okay.
But it's bigger than the Super Bowl. That's the other thing. You're talking
Because
about.
it's international. She was asking, could I share? So I
Yeah,
was just trying to explain it a little bit.
yeah, that's gonna be big. That's another one of those events that
At
changes the
Hard Rock
economy.
Stadium.
Yeah, at Hard Rock.
Oh, at Hard Rock.
It
2026.
changes the whole
Nice.
economy. But I really believe that's really what he's setting it, priming Hard Rock for, to really not necessarily the football team, but for major events such as that.
Right.
Miami Gardens, get it? Yeah.
Runs.
Randy,
She's all on
at
it.
40 minutes into the show,
I was gonna do my hair.
another retreat.
yeah, I saw you. Basil pulled you right on in.
Okay.
Come on in, happy Friday. Belinda said somebody came back different.
I'm telling
And
you.
I was like, let me get on.
Yeah, here go another one. Different. Okay.
Yeah, different.
Let's see you.
Yes.
Let's see you.
But wait a minute, this story, I like that one. This is really, really hilarious. I mean, let me take it back. What happened? You just don't imagine it. At the Mars factory in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania,
Oh, that's cute.
2
The ladies are
employees fell into a tube of chocolate.
Tank.
Girl,
Tank.
that's Willy Wonka.
Tank.
that is
It was
Willy
tanks.
Wonka, B.
That is Willy Wonka.
And
Yeah.
now they got to decontaminate.
They cannot make it anymore.
they had to call the rescue squad. The
Yeah.
firefighters had to cut a hole in the tank to get them out.
Oh, it was
That's really
Oh my
dangerous.
like, yeah.
gosh.
They could drown.
In chocolate.
Yes.
Because you
Yeah,
can't
that's
breathe. I mean, I didn't think it was
Okay.
that serious,
Mhm.
but dang.
I know that's
Why couldn't you get
deep.
look?
I
Why
was
you can't
like,
get
oh,
out?
this is a serious story.
Yeah.
It's
You
a
can't
serious
eat your way out.
But just the thought of Willy Wonka and
Right.
falling
Yes,
into
yes.
chocolate.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
just say this: the Willy Wonka, the show, the movie,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was creepy.
The new
it,
one.
it was
Oh,
almost
the
like a
old one.
horror flick. It was
The
a
old one
It was a
too.
horror. Yeah, it got scary.
It was creepy.
I was like, "Where's the golden ticket? And why is he so mean?"
He was mean.
What
And
you
the
talk- the new one or the old one?
the old one. I
Look,
thought
y'all
the
talking
old
about
one.
two different things.
Okay, two different things.
That's
That's coming out of that check.
Gosh, that is hilarious.
I guess he's supposed to be. He was mean in both. The
I'm
old
thinking
one, he
that's
was
working.
mean. He didn't care. And he was dry. He was sarcastic.
Yeah.
he was scary.
He was like, "Oh, don't go over there." And then
They didn't listen.
no hurry to him.
Oh,
Yeah, that
wait
was-
until Dana sees how many women were on the show.
I know. That's why I
we
was
need
like,
to
I
take
need to
a
come on.
picture.
Because if anything, I need to represent, add one more girl, some more
Yeah,
ovaries.
Screenshot now. Get
Well,
ready.
I'm trying to tell you, you have the wrong audience, Brandy.
Oh gosh.
That's
Screenshot.
funny.
My
We run the world, girls.
Oh, speaking of which, now that was a story. Beyonce.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you saw it?
Did you see British Vogue to her picture? She's getting
Yeah.
risque.
I don't know if I thought that
Kidding.
was her best light. It
I
I
didn't
know.
see
I was like, I don't want to be
it.
judgy on my girl, but
yeah, but she
You didn't
was
like
cute
it?
in those pictures.
Beyonce said she's getting older and she could do what she
Want to do? Yeah.
Wait. Are you talking about the cover or the pictures that were in the inside?
The inside.
Oh, I didn't
I
see
want to
those.
see those.
The one with the pink on, she has her chest all out.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen those.
Oh, girl.
Basil, you don't have those?
She has.
Listen,
something going
Max, I
on.
don't
Do
want
we
to hear
have
about
that picture?
Beyonce's eyes.
Basil, do we have that picture to bring up?
I just heard about the cover on a red
I
horse.
just saw. I saw the cover.
Red
picture.
horse? You mean the motorcycle?
No,
they
the
said
cover
it was a
picture.
horse.
It
Oh,
is.
I
It
didn't
is,
see
Belinda.
that.
I didn't see it. I just heard about it.
Is that the one where she has her legs up in the air?
No, what?
Oh no.
We
What are
sound
y'all talking about?
right
Chest
now.
out,
Look,
legs
this
up.
sounds crazy.
And then she has one and her bangs are like this.
No. Why
weren't-
is that?
The ones that I saw, they weren't.
Let me
it
ask this question.
wasn't-
Why didn't any of those make it to my 2 cents?
Right. I need to
You
see
have to
that.
talk to the production team. I don't
I'm
know.
talking about the text group. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. That too. Yeah, that one.
Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see any of that.
Yeah, look at that.
That's because you didn't send it, TT. You know, you be
You the one.
You about
See?
that life.
Oh.
Brandy, send that in the
On your
group,
text
please,
group.
so we can see it. She doing all that, and she didn't even send it in her group to her sisters.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of other sisters, Melody
Yes.
Hobson, chairwoman for Starbucks, former chairwoman for what's the name of it, honey? DreamWorks Animation.
Works. And
And she-
Oh, I didn't know that she was a chairwoman for DreamWorks.
Yes, Sarah, I believe she's an AKA.
I believe
Yeah,
she
she
is.
is. I knew that part, but I didn't know.
Yeah. She is the first Black woman to be a part owner of an NFL football team.
That's
She
right, girl.
is part owner of the Denver Broncos, and
Denver
she beat
Broncos.
out Kanye West and
That's
Magic Johnson,
Oh.
who had formed a group to buy. Yeah, and she beat him. She's also George Lucas's wife.
Yes.
Yep.
That's
So
excellent.
congratulations.
Raise
Congratulations.
a glass to Melody.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
right. She did that.
that's true. Breaking history.
All right.
Leading into Juneteenth.
How about that?
Girl. She did that.
Mm-hmm. She
So
should
you know they said behind this supposedly that Beyonce's coming out with her next album.
right,
Mhm.
right. Renaissance Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So congratulations to Beyonce. Congratulations to Melody.
Oh, Melody.
Yes, I think that's great. Congratulations. Why is
Awesome.
the phone just going off? My goodness.
Your production team has sent you some stuff.
Yeah, they were like,
Oh,
Hi, Rain.
Hello.
Hi, Rain, girl.
Hello.
Hi, girl.
are you gonna say something? This is my 2 cents.
Hi, Rain.
No, you're not speaking. No, you're not speaking. No.
Hi,
My 2 cents.
No.
Rain said, when I was just with them.
Yeah.
Well, look, Mike Pence,
Oh, girl.
Chad. Well, it's the insurrection trial, or I guess hearing that's going on, and there was this question. That's a fun fact.
Oh, this is my favorite. When you said this today, I died.
Yeah.
What?
What? I don't know if I'm gonna say it right, but it was something that like who is the vice president that had a hit out on him by the president?
He said that?
That would be Mike Pence.
Mike Pence said that?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say
that was the it was a joke going around.
Yeah, it was like, who's the first vice president to
have
an attempt to get assassinated by the president?
I thought that he said that. I was like, if he said that,
he don't have enough.
He doesn't have to say it. He did not do anything that Trump said, and he was in the basement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Insurrection. I know that. I was just saying, if he said it during that little trial part,
right,
that would just add to the like.
So what he said was that he would do the thing that he was constitutionally not supposed to do, which was to take out a direct order given to him by the president of the United States. And that is exactly the road that he went down. He said, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do what the president is asking me to do.
I know that. I was just saying that would have been funny if he said it
if he had
in there.
Well, we really don't know where that joke came from. So technically, he could have put it out there.
Yeah.
We never know. We never know where the rumors get started. Congratulations to Lena Horne.
Okay.
Yes, she's the first African American to have a Broadway theater named after her.
Go, Lena. Go, Lena.
Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that at all. Okay, that's a good one.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Well deserved. I'm actually surprised Dorothy Dandridge hasn't had something named after her either. Considering she might have been the first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can see where you're going with that.
We have to acknowledge it first.
You're right, Basil. This is a predominantly women group. So did you all hear about this? That there's a shortage of tampons.
Huh?
There's a shortage of tampons.
Oh, okay.
No.
I haven't noticed.
I heard that, but it's not really like that down here, I guess. Maybe not yet.
Oh, you're on mute. Basil muted you.
That's hilarious.
Basil, do you need to take me off the show, Basil? You go ahead. You need to take me off the show. Did you?
Basil was like, "This is all the girls here."
Wait.
Yes.
You're doing too much.
Have you noticed anything, Roy?
Roy said everybody different since we came back from.
Right.
Shortage of everything.
There's a shortage of everything.
It is a shortage of everything.
It is. It absolutely is a shortage of absolutely everything. Nothing.
Common sense too. Look,
common sense.
Right here, common sense. A shortage of common sense right here.
Herschel Walker, Georgia Senate candidate, says he's a model dad, unlike black men.
What? Yo, this man
sold his soul to the devil.
Listen, this man he needs to be trying to talk on the panel with the NFL about having a doggone concussion because he crazy. Like something has happened up here.
Something
He's
happened.
not right.
They said
But
they
you know what? Oh, that crazy! I think that crazy sells, and I think Herschel Walker is a distraction for black
Yeah.
Of
folks.
course he is.
So that's why they have him there. But he says some of the stuff that's just. I think he also has early symptoms of CTE. To be quite honest,
That's what I just said. He
Yeah,
needs
he
to be
has it
talking to
badly.
the NFL about
he's
something
got it really
else.
bad. And so for him to be in front of every time they put the camera in front of him, he says something so silly. But how you gonna talk about black men when you ain't even taking care of your own?
Wait, and didn't his people was looking for his he has some children outside somewhere.
He has a secret son.
He's got one secret and there's another one he doesn't take care of. So he's got two that he ain't taking care of.
Well, he can't form a sentence, so
He
needs to talk about taking care of his own health.
Like, but listen, I'm gonna tell you this though, TT. A lot of them folks that are politicians that are can't form a sentence.
Like he really. I was looking at him and I was like, whoa, he has really gone through it.
Sentence. Shoot.
He needs to go talk to somebody. Get some help, because that's not right. Rain.
Well, you know what? I'm really glad that speaking of rain, that the rain has passed in Miami.
Yes, thank you.
Especially in South Dade.
Yes.
Yeah, the flooding.
We had a lot of this.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, I've never seen so many. You got video?
I do.
I've never seen that.
Oh shit. Woo! Oh my God.
Girl, I will be out there like losing my mind.
Those are land crabs.
Yeah. How did they get in the backyard?
The flood.
I mean, it's a fence back there. That's what I was asking. Like, where
they can climb too, though. They climbed up on my porch.
Listen, the way folks be doing stuff out here in Miami, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's raising them. You just never know.
Along with them
the way folks be doing. Listen,
you're right, Roy. They have a farm in the back.
We went to go look at a house.
Crabs. Those
are land crabs.
I know, but I'm just I'm laughing about
That's
it. We went
funny. That sounds right.
You know they eat those though. They gather them and harvest them and eat them.
Absolutely.
They do.
Absolutely. Honey, what were you gonna say?
Oh, you remember when we went to go buy a house in the Heights? And remember the folks that had a chicken coop in their backyard?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's in every other household.
Well, I'm gonna say I heard something squealing,
and
it squealed for a long time, and then I heard the water hose go on, and I'm
Remind me to tell you about that offline.
Sacrificing something over there.
Have you seen those turtles they sacrificed?
This was just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were showing the turtles that they were being sacrificed, so that they're chopping the heads off and just leaving the body.
That's awful.
Why? That's
a
stupid.
turtle?
Because of the what's the name of that religion? From
Don't say it here because we don't want none of this.
Yeah, look, I was like,
let's
not talk about it.
Don't.
Well,
it's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. Let's not say it.
I can tell y'all a story. Y'all want to hear
it?
What's the
So back in the 90s when I was here, I was working at a certain place and my supervisor was of a different ethnic group. And she went on vacation and I went into her office to take care of some things. Somebody came in behind me and they said, "Do you see that on the floor?" And I said, "What is it?" I said, "Oh, it's a glass of water under her desk." They were like, "Don't come in here anymore." I was like, okay, I can hang with that. I don't have to be in here. A glass of water under her desk.
What is that?
It was part of whatever they were practicing. And somebody had placed it there against her.
Oh,
and they were like, "This is not for you, but don't come back in here anymore. Whatever you need to get it now. Don't come back in here anymore."
Oh my God.
That is too much.
And that lady was on vacation.
She was on vacation. But they saved the sister because I didn't know. I just saw a glass of water under the desk.
Girl, the Lord saved you, honey.
Yeah, well, they said somebody, because I'm from Virginia and we don't put glasses of water under people's desks. We want to get them. We got other ways.
Glasses under the table.
We do other things with glass.
We would have picked it up and moved it and been like, this girl is losing her mind. She left a glass of water.
Left a glass right here. Let me put it on her desk.
I knew better than to touch it though, because I'm like, this is odd.
Right.
But the lady was like, don't come in the space. Don't come in that area.
But even just back in the day, they used to do things where you write the name of your enemy and you put it in your shoe, and you're supposed to walk around with your enemy underneath your foot all day. And then you had the little chain letters, and if you got that in the mail and you didn't send the letter out to X amount of people within a certain amount of days, then something bad was going to happen to you. And
yes.
Oh. And then there's another one, you write the names down and you put it in the ice and you freeze it in the refrigerator, or you take their hair. I mean, there's so many. It's voodoo. It's a whole bunch of just things that people believe in.
What did you say?
Yes.
What I really was about to say was I'm still trying to get over Candyman, and you come out and tell us.
I was getting ready to say when Brandy said that's like saying Beetlejuice.
Get over Candyman, Belinda. You talking about the story?
I will not watch that.
I was looking for something on
the first Candyman. I ain't talking about the second one.
Even the second one, yeah. I was on Netflix looking for something to watch, and that scrolled across, and I said, "Man, I bet he was fantastic in that." I go, but I can't even watch it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
We did a lot,
man, when it was the black one.
Wasn't it the beginning, right before COVID? We started going to see all those horror flicks.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have gone to see that one.
No,
because when Beetlejuice, when Candyman came out, it was after Hurricane Andrew, so it was parts in Candyman where it was like a worn down area that had like a bunch of woods, but it used to be houses and it was neighborhoods. And I was like, I don't see that. I don't want that.
Well, look, let's leave on a positive note.
Hey, change your diet and control your weight. And I ain't talking about diet with food. I'm talking about what you listening to, things that you're absorbing for your soul and your mind and in your heart, the distractions, the gossiping people around you. You got to change that diet. Substances you're taking, you got to change your diet. It's a distraction. And control your weight. And I ain't talking about weight, W-E-I-G-H-T. I'm talking about your W-A-I-T, your weight. You're impatient. You're anxious. You want to hurry up and see where this is going. I know, because I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I ain't going to tell you nothing I ain't doing. You're anxious, so you got to change your diet and control your weight. I'm right here with y'all. Big facts.
Yes.
I'm in love. Really?
And with that, guys, we're out. We'll see you next week. Happy Juneteenth.